Okay, so what we have here is a tool hack, and I learned this the other day. So what we have is an Allen key. Okay, you can see that it's an Allen key by that, and generally you can fit a socket on the end of the size that this is. Okay, now for instance, if you have a hex bolt which is really hard to undo and you need a little bit of leverage, you can put an extension bar, 1/2 inch or 3/4 or 1/4 onto your bar and give it a good tug. Yeah, so yeah, give it a good tug. The thing is with these, the smaller ones you're not going to get any joy with. It's only the larger ones that you're not going to tear it out of the hex hole. Just remember, when you've got one that's exterior, you want to clean the dirt out of it before you fit it in. So you want a nice, tight, deep location before you go ahead and try and give it a pull. Yeah? Okay. The other thing, okay, scrapers. You use a lot of blades on scrapers, and these sort of things, if you're with a toolbox, you really don't want to be carrying too much stuff. I would suggest, however, that you always have quite a few of these, even if it's just a packet of like 10 or something like that. I keep a lot of these here because I use a lot of them. Yeah, you can get these which are pretty good for cutting, but they're not good for scraping. All right. So you want to keep these in your toolbox in your Land Rover, and mole grips are fantastic for all sorts of jobs. Yeah. Now these will be related, but I've got to show you something about the mole grips first. Okay. So mole grips are good for undoing things like Jubilee hose clips. Yeah. A myriad of jobs, but instead of trying to get a screwdriver in somewhere because it's rotten, you can use a pair of mole grips to undo a hose clip quite easily and quickly as well. Yeah, these are 7mm heads anyway, if you take a 1/4 inch drive in your Land Rover. And getting back to the blades, you can also use this pair of mole grips as a scraper. Yeah, use this as a scraper, right? So the problem you have with mole grips, the cheap ones, they're garbage. Okay, they don't always close up to where you want them to. You can see that. What the problem is in here. You see that possibly these screws get damaged. They're replaceable. If I turn that, okay, if you can see that up and now, turn that, that's actually bent. Okay, this is a cheap mole grip set that I can't even remember where they came from. This is a Draper set. Okay, now I'll screw this right to the end, and look, it doesn't close fully. It used to. This part has moved. The head has moved. Okay, you can see where the rust mark is. This has been pushed backwards, and in here again, the screw is straight, but it's actually worn. Okay, and if you can't see that in there, but they wear up in here. Okay, so you don't get a completely closed grip. So always get high quality ones of these. Okay, I don't know, probably a bit clearer if you look at the way these rivets are. This one here has bent upwards. Okay, so just a few tool tips for today. I always have these on a breakdown wherever I go. I always have good mole grips with me, a full set of 4, and they do me well. Okay, because sometimes I forget a slotted screwdriver or a hex screwdriver, or I don't have the an 8mm key or something like that. Always got them handy. So